There's something comforting about the darkness. I don't know if it's the fact that I like being left alone or being able to feel safe and free from judgment. I've always found solace in the things that bring me emotion. With that being said, as an athlete and an artist, I hate the loud, noisy sound that is prevalent amongst high school football players and wrestlers. I just wanted to sit in my corner with my hoodie and earbuds while listening to my soft grunge rock and lo-fi hip-hop. I've always despised trap rap and scream metal. I hate how music is so loud. A few months ago, I made a video called Wrestling with Joji. That video was a tribute to George Miller, who was very influential in my social, political, religious, and emotional tastes. Another artist that I failed to mention is a man who lived on the cusp of celebrity and wished to forever remain in the underground to preserve his art. This man is Kurt Cobain, and his music is Nirvana. I don't understand why I love him so much. I have this infatuation with artists who can make me cry. Whether it's any Nocturne by Chopin, or the operatic pieces of Luciano Pavarotti and Leontyne Price, or the melancholy melodies of Kurt Cobain and George Miller. It's as if this music is able to breach the outer exterior of my person and reach the soft inner shell of my fibrous being. Whenever I wake up, I always like listening to music that motivates me. And for some reason, I'm drawn to the folky acoustic ballads of Johnny Cash's last albums, where he knew he was on death's door, but still tries to pass off wisdom to the youth. I'm also drawn to the greatest acoustic performance in musical history, the Queen Live Aid of acoustic soft rock, Nirvana, on MTV Unplugged 1993. I'm always enchanted by the screeching of About a Girl, the sorrow of All Apologies, the regret of Polly, the ignorance of Dumb, and the silence of Pennyroyal Tea. All these songs told stories. They acted as Kurt's final goodbye before killing himself due to the fear of being a celebrity. The reason why I say Kurt instead of Cobain or Nirvana is because he was just like you or me. I think that's another reason why I loved listening to his music. I loved the relatability and the down-to-earth tones that Kurt Cobain tried to bring to the masses. He was an apparent feminist, an LGBT rights advocate, and someone who I wish to be in the future. A father. Going back to wrestling, there are 3 layers to the psychology of a human being, specifically a wrestler. The first is the showman or showwoman. This is an ego that we put on for jobs, school, church, or other settings to make ourselves presentable to a corporate market filled with fake, toxic artificiality. The second is the shell. We use this when we are resorted to our primal nature, when we have to resort to violence when diplomacy doesn't work. This is common amongst football players and wrestlers. The last is the soul. The soul is what happens when our shell breaks. We are left emotionally broken and long for someone to hold us, comfort us, and tell us everything is okay, or vice versa. The soul is that maternal instinct that parents have when they are tending for their children. It's that voice they use when communicating to a higher power. It's also one that signals something that we need in modern times: humanity. Wrestling is a human sport. It requires the ability to go on the mat to defend yourself from someone who knows nothing about you. By cracking the second layer of being and getting to the soul, you are able to calm down and use your frontal cortex and critical thinking in a wrestling match or a football game, instead of your amygdala, which relies on emotion, brute force, and blind rage. Kurt Cobain, as well as many other artists, helped me to do that. I love the soft vocals of Kurt. I love the fact that a man who's supposed to be traditionally masculine can bring such emotion and heart into music. Whenever I feel down or not well, I like to listen to Nirvana and Kurt Cobain. I listen to other musicians as well, like I mentioned, but that's not what this video is about. I often wish that I could just be alone in the woods with my earbuds and cell phone and listen to music while I walk in the woods. There's something calming about the way Kurt Cobain sings. Him and Johnny Cash had striking similar tastes when it came to songwriting. They always used just the right amount of words, never too few but never too much. They knew what to say in their music, how to say it, the lessons that should be taken from their music, and the everlasting impact that their music would have on generations to come. They made sure to always represent the common man, the downtrodden, the beaten and bruised, the sinner, the prisoner, and the ones who feel like they don't belong to any particular group, the outcasts. Kurt Cobain was someone who I was able to relate to due to his overwhelming calm demeanor. He would walk on stage with nothing but a cardigan sweater and an acoustic guitar. Every time he sang, it was as if he was taking some sort of spiritual journey to try and impart wisdom onto his listeners. I knew that this video didn't really have any sense of direction. I just really wanted to make this video on how much I love Nirvana and Kurt Cobain, and how I was able to relate to the soft grunge music that they would produce. I hope that more people can realize the power that good music has. Instead of pandering to a specific demographic, like what a lot of musicians do, why not let the demographic come to them? This was somewhat of a rant. I hope you all enjoyed it. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. So long, and goodbye.